Hey guys, welcome back. It's Grrimreaper coming at you from the video for Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully doing well, and hopefully you're looking after yourself and having a positive start to the week wherever you are. We've been playing around last night with some bits and bobs in stream, and we came up with a event dungeon team for level 30 after the nerves, etc. This team so far is 100%. I will speak to you guys about how it can fail, but it's only due to the 3%. And it's generally just missing it. So we'll explain the whole team and everything in today's video. It's not a free-to-play team, but it's but most of the characters are fairly accessible. So, and one champion was long tier as well. So you can see here, we have a fight for 1 minute and 05. So we're going to do some runs, and I'm going to showcase the team today. So let me get some energy from the team. This is the team where we go showcase. Yes, you are seeing Carnage being brought in to a P versus E. Now, there's been rumors that Carnage is going to be able to work in this event since the event came out, and there was too tanky overall for sort of insane stats. So we're gonna play this on the backgrounds, and then I'll explain we'll show you the presets and everything as well. Then I'll show you some screenshots because the requirements for this team is still pretty insane. But generally, because all of this is my arena gear, right? But I have been testing this on other accounts where the gear is not so insane and not so crazy like my account. So you'll see here the block boss will go down from Lamasu, which will deal with everyone in the waves. And then Duchess will go just before Carnage. Carnage is going to flip. He's going to go into Nuke, take care of Alchemist. Everyone in this wave has to die, and you need the block buffs to counter the steal. And that is generally how this will work. The Masu then will do her reset. You can see here we are using protection sets as well to stop the boss, taking some of them debuffs as well, which is great. And then Lydia is going to play her block boss once the block boss starts running down. After that, the team is pretty secure and easy to take down this boss. Now, Duchess is obviously strong affinity. There's a little bit of fluctuation in time because of the fear if it procs or not. But I've done plenty of runs and I haven't seen any fails. I was playing this on stream last night. I think we built it into about 3 or 4 teams. I did some testing to see if there's any replacement for Carnage. Carnage is the best for this role from my testing at the moment, which is only a small amount of testing, but we do have some other options as well, which we'll showcase as well. So you can see here 1 minute 22, that's a pretty slow time from what I was getting. It was consistently around about 120 overall, so it was a interesting experiment. So I didn't put much effort into this teams, but you can see from my Discord that we did do some more testing. So I put Gina in here as well instead of Carnage, and we also put the Fusion in here as well. But what I found is if you don't kill Valkanus, then they can be a bit interesting if it works or not, which is the most common bits. A bolster set does help, but not required. Shield sets are generally quite useful as well. I apologize for everyone in my Discord group, because we'll show some screenshots from here as well. So you can see here I did multiple testing on multiple accounts. James generally just playing around with this. This was my account. Then we had another account here as well, which was BM's account, which is pretty good. And then we had Rob's account as well. His Maris was a lot slower. Maris does need to be faster than the Nuka for this spot. That generally quite helped. I tried Empress. Empress was okay. Empress was able to kill the Valkanus. You want to kill everyone in the waves generally to make it work. And yeah, that's way we are playing it there. So everyone in the waves needs to die. The block boss from Lamasu needs to land. So I guess you do have the 3% to worry about. From my testing with the teams last night when I was building this out on different accounts, when the block boss wasn't landing, then it was hard to beat the boss, right? Wouldn't say it wouldn't be doable because I made a mistake on one of the accuracy requirements, but we still was able to beat it sometimes when there was no block buffs on. So if you do get 3%, you could fail, and that is the only time that I think my team personally will fail on this. So it's just a 3% really, which is not much you can do about that. Unfortunately, I think it's a bit stupid that Raid have a 3% in PvC content, but you know, it is what it is. Lamasu is missing a bit of gear from this team as well. Obviously, protection helps with the damage increase for Carnage, and obviously Carnage gets more damage increase from accuracy up and attack up, which both this team has, and all types of shenanigans. You can see here, really consistent time, really solid. I feel like a lot of endgame players can copy this. As honestly, Carnage is probably the hardest one other than Duchess, to be honest, but I feel like Marius is easier to get, and that's why I was testing other comps without Carnage, so you can kind of see what's what. I guess we'll make this last run, and then I'll show you the presets and speed. So you don't need the speeds I've got. Please just bear in mind these arena builds or chimera builds, and I haven't had to change any of the gear, which is a bonus for me. And I don't see the point where I have to change the builds to please some people, to be honest, because this is still, I'm still a player in this game, and I'm just using the builds I have on my account that I've invested in over the years of playing Raid. So but again, I did do some testing. You guys can go check it out on my Twitch VOD from last night. You'll see that we did do a lot of testing with this team if you want to do a bit more research into that overall. So let me show you the presets then. The presets from this team is pretty simple. Dutch is just going to set up with the rebirth and then A2 here. Carnage is going to be set up on his metamorph, and then we close down turn off the metamorph so it doesn't turn back, and just set up 1 and 2. Then Marius has got the opening with the increased accuracy and defense, and then that one as well. Lydia is just to have this open, so this is ready as well. And then you got Lamasu. I ran Lamasu on a couple of accounts with 500 accuracy, 350 speed. 2 prisons at level 4 as well, Dutch is an elite. Generally, so Lamasu can reset her. The reset does sometimes go on to different champions, but that's fine. It hasn't failed like that. She's mainly in here for this ability here. So potentially you can make a substitute here. Anyone that can put block buffs out, I guess, would be a great substitute to that. Then obviously Marius' DPS. It's really important that you kill the wave straight away, because you want the boss to flip with the block buffs on them, and then you're able to deal with her. If you let her flip without that, then you will be in a little bit of trouble. So Carnage coming in at 280 on my account. Accuracy really wasn't required because it's just going in there to nuke as well, and obviously you have the accuracy up. So Marius needs to go before that. When Marius was going behind Carnage, it was kind of a bit sketchy because he wasn't killing the waves, like I mentioned. Dutches just need to be tanky. I built one account out where we use a shield set, and Dutches was about 110 HP. She was struggling to stay alive, so I put gold elixir on her at level 12, and then she hadn't had any problem staying alive after that with a level 4 blessing, so you could take that into consideration as well. And they're like pretty much the stats. Again, all these arena builds, so they do have like pretty much the best gear on. Carnage's gear is probably the most awful one because I haven't changed this build in probably about 6 months. Probably longer than that, honestly, probably 9. The relic on him, again, not really required for this, but it's kind of useful. There is definitely better better than this. You don't need this for this. You probably, if you want to go out there, probably Natural Wrath or Cruelty or Crush and Ram would be the best ways to go. These are the masteries as well. So this is what I use for arena overall. And then we have the Duchess, so arenas, masteries here as well. And then again, you can see it's arena build. It's a really old arena build from like a year and a half, which I haven't changed because I don't really use an arena in live or anything like that, so she never had the updated build. Just use her in classic. Don't even use her in classic. I use her in siege or 3 versus 3 really. This is my Lydia from Chimera. Again, pretty standard. I would just focus on accuracy, speed, survivability in 9-piece protection. I'm saying 9-piece protection over Ferald because you have the chance to steal. She has a chance to steal your buff still, which makes your team a bit more squishy. So the 9-piece protection just to protect the strengthen, etc., is quite useful, especially on Duchess. Again, not a requirement, but was quite useful to see from my testing on all accounts. We did this slightly different on all 3 accounts. Then we have the Marius there as well. And then that's about it, I think. So, Lamassu as well. So again, Lamassu quite squishy, missing 1 piece of gear because actually on Lydia, you can see that this is the stuffed way to go there. And these are the stuff that's on her as well. I guess you guys can pause this. There's no reason for me to go into this. Cat gaze on this again doesn't need to be level 15. Level 12 would be perfectly fine. Maris is probably the hardest build because you need Maris to do high damage to deal with the ads. If you deal with ads, then you can go and basically get them to flip. And yeah, quite fairly strong team. I will be farming this now for the next 3 weeks and see what's what. But yeah, pretty solid team overall. And just want to share this with you guys. So that's it for me. If you guys got any better teams down below with faster ones or more accessible teams, let me know via Discord. That's in my Discord group. And I'll be happy to share them now that I'm happy with the requirements from the dungeon. Still think it's a little bit overtuned. But, you know, that's just my opinion. And we don't really care about that, to be honest. So it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I'm going to move on now. Hopefully you enjoy this video. And as usual, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'll be Grim. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Peace.